You know that feeling when you walk past a mirror at night and for a split second, it feels like your reflection moved first? That's exactly how it started. I had just moved into a small apartment in Cleveland, nothing fancy, just cheap rent and creaky floors. The previous tenant had left in a hurry. The landlord said she relocated suddenly, but he avoided eye contact when he said it. The only thing she left behind was a tall, antique mirror in the bedroom. At first, I didn't think much of it. It had an old wooden frame, slightly cracked, like it had seen too many years. But something about it felt wrong, not broken, just watching. The first night, I noticed something strange. I was brushing my teeth, glanced into the mirror, and I swear my reflection blinked half a second late. I froze. I tried again, blinking slowly. This time, it matched perfectly. I laughed it off and told myself it was just exhaustion, moving stress, nothing more. But the next night, it got worse. I woke up around 3:17 a.m., the kind of silence that feels heavy. For some reason, I felt pulled toward the mirror, like something was calling me. I stood in front of it, staring at my own face. And that's when I saw her. Not clearly, just a faint figure behind me in the reflection. When I turned around, there was nothing there. My heart started pounding as I slowly turned back to the mirror. Now she was closer. Her face was still blurred, like the glass didn't want me to see her fully. But I could tell she was smiling. Not a normal smile, something stretched, unnatural. I stumbled back and quickly turned on the lights. She was gone. The room was empty again, but the feeling didn't leave. The next morning, I tried to ignore it, convincing myself it had just been a dream. But then I noticed something new, a scratch on the mirror that I hadn't seen before. It wasn't random. It was writing. 3 words carved lightly into the glass. "Let me out!" A cold shiver ran down my spine. I immediately went to ask the landlord about the previous tenant. He hesitated before finally admitting she had complained about someone in the mirror. He said she stopped sleeping, started covering it with a sheet, and then one day, she just disappeared. That night, I covered the mirror myself. I thought that would fix it. I thought ignoring it would make it go away. But around midnight, I heard a sound, soft at first, then louder, knocking. Not on the door, but from inside the mirror. Knock, knock, knock. The sheet began to move slightly, as if something behind it was pressing against the glass. I didn't want to look, but I couldn't stop myself. My hands were shaking as I reached out and slowly pulled the sheet down. And this time, the reflection wasn't me. It was her, clear, smiling. Her eyes were wide open, unblinking. And behind her, I saw myself, trapped, banging on the other side of the glass, screaming, but there was no sound. I dropped the sheet and stumbled back in fear. When I looked again, everything was normal. Just me, just a mirror. Silence filled the room again, but something felt wrong. My reflection wasn't breathing. I stared at it, frozen in place, and then it smiled. Not when I smiled, on its own. So, if you ever walk into a room and see an old mirror that doesn't belong to you, don't clean it, don't move it, and whatever you do, don't look into it after 3 a.m.